Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe and like the video because it helps with my algorithm. So in today's video we are talking about ladies sharing stories how they caught their man cheating. Okay, so let's get into it. Then later I'll come share my true sense, what I think about these videos. Let's get.
This is part one of me finding my fiance naked with his married coworker on my wedding day. So we started dating in 2014 and we were supposed to get married September 30th, 2017. In the days leading up to the wedding, it was 5 days before, like something just not right with this one girl that he worked with. And I asked him about it and he's like, "You're crazy, there's nothing going on, yada yada." 5 days before the wedding, he's like, "You don't trust me enough to get married. We need to postpone. Like my whole life is falling apart," or that's how I felt at that time. We had met with our marriage counselors and they were like, "Kirsten, there's nothing going on. Like, he says there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on." We call off the wedding. I'm like very anxiety ridden because I'm like, okay, either he's cheating on me or like I've completely lost touch with reality. We made the decision that we would remain together and work on building trust. He told me that like it was my fault that we weren't going to get married and it was just because I didn't trust him enough. So anyway, fast forward, it's September 30th, our wedding day, and I unlocked the door to the house that I had bought for us. So he had none of his own money in the house. I did the entire down payment, put it in both of our names. So I unlocked the door to this house and walk inside and
buckle up. So it was in December and my husband was the music director at his church where his father was also the pastor. He was at the church doing rehearsal for the Christmas musical and I was at home. During that time, he was not staying at our house. He had like left and just never came back. Like he left in October, never came home. That's a whole nother story for another day. We can talk about that if you want to later. Anyway, so he was doing that. I was at home. I saw a message in my social media from somebody that I didn't know. It was sent a month prior, but for some reason I didn't get it. So I finally saw it. It said something to the effect of, "Please tell your husband to stop harassing us." And I was like, what the hell is this about? I don't understand. So I asked this person, "What are you talking about?" They tell me everything. You know, my husband's been harassing them and their friend, and my husband also has a boyfriend. Proceed to give me all the information as well as video of my husband and his boyfriend. So then I start calling all my friends and telling them he's cheating on me. That's what it is, aside from, you know, his abuse. But I digress. I'm like, he's cheating on me, blah, blah, blah. One of my friends comes over and is like, "It's okay, girl, I got you." Then I go down to the church and confront him.
How did I find out my ex-husband was having an affair? I can make a whole more detailed video of like all my suspicions, even my dreams, the evidence I was gathering, but pretty much things switched like a light day and night of how he treated me, and for about a month I had suspicions. It's June 1st, 2019. It's a Saturday. Cincinnati is having a local music festival. We have two friends staying in our apartment. We had just spent all day Friday at the festival and he was just very off on his phone the whole time, being mean, drinking a lot, ignoring me, and my suspicions were at like a all-time high. So I wake up really early Saturday morning and he's still sound asleep and I grab his phone. I know his passcode. I mean, we're married, that's normal. And he's got no weird text, no weird social media messages. And then I scroll over to the last page. He has a work folder. And that work folder is the WhatsApp. And that's where I found the messages between him and his affair partner. And I read a lot, saw what I needed to see, grabbed his phone, and drove off. I went to a parking lot nearby and I read every single message from the last month. I saw from where the secret texting began to meeting up, from getting romantic to sexual, the whole thing. So yes, it was a very sexual and emotional affair, and she knew about me from the start. They were co-workers. So then I confronted him and the hell began.
So that's the video, guys. So I want to share my true sense, like what I think about this video. Okay, so I know that having a cheating partners is stress, guys. Like it's a lot of stress. Like we've heard what these ladies are saying in these videos. Okay, so this topic no one wants to talk about, but it's something that many people worry about: how to know if your husband or boyfriend might be cheating. While I wish no one ever had to deal with this, the reality it does happen. So let's talk about some signs that could indicate something off in your relationship. Communication is the foundation of any relationship, and when it starts to change, that's often a red flag. If your partner suddenly become a distance, avoid talking or even becomes overlaying defensive when you are asked simple questions. It could be a sign that something is up. Notice if they start guarding their phone more closely, if they are suddenly less available or less responsive to your texts and calls. This shift might indicate they are hiding something or someone. Another key indicator is a noticeable change in their daily routine or habits. If they suddenly start working late more often, spending more time with friends, or developing new interests without involving you, it's worth it paying attention. Of course, people can change and grow, but if these shifts are abrupt and unexplained, they might be worth it looking into it. Emotional distance can be one of the most painful signs. If your partner seems less interested in you or in your relationship, pulls away emotionally, or stop engaging in meaningful conversation, it could be a signal that their attention is elsewhere. This might grow up as a less physical affection and lack of enthusiasm about spending time together or even forgetting important dates like anniversaries and birthdays. Money can also tell a story. If you notice unusual changes on credit cards, unexplained withdrawals, or a sudden need for financial secrecy, it could be a sign of infidelity. Some cheaters will spend their money on their affair partner, whether it's on gift meals or hotels. So keep an eye out on any financial red flag that don't even add up. Sometimes your gut knows before your mind does. If you have persistent feeling that something is not right, trust yourself. Our intuitions often picks up a suitable clue that our conscious might miss. While it's important not to jump to conclusion, don't ignore this inner voice telling you something off. If you recognize these signs in your relationship, it's crucial to approach the situation carefully and respectfully. Before making any accusation, gather your thoughts, consider seeking advice from a trusted friend or professional, and most importantly, talk to your partner. Relationships are complex, and while these signs can indicate cheating, they can also point out issues that may be fixable, open communication, and effort. Remember, you deserve honesty and respect in your relationship. So, another thing that happened, I just want to share a story with you, is my friend caught someone cheating. Okay, so I just remember and I was like, okay, I can share because it's like a long time, and I asked for permission for me to share her story. I'm not just doing it out of myself. So yeah, so she one day she told me, and I remember that day she went to visit her boyfriend. Okay, so when she went there, this man was acting strange because I've been communicating on the phone, and when she was home, the first day was good, and the next day, this man used to remain in the bedroom to say good night to different ladies. I don't know, four ladies, guys. Okay, so she was asking, like, she had to ask herself, like, why does he remain? Why can't he talk when I'm there? Is there anything fishy about this? Okay, so like, when you're in love and like, okay, maybe it's the friends. And she was one day she told me she asked like, him, like, who do you talk to? And he said, no, I was just saying good night to my friends. Oh, friends, baby. Okay. Then later, the next day, she remained home and she decided to clean the room while they were sleeping. Then she found this strange bag, like for a certain lady. Also, this lady seems like she comes home and spends some time with this man. Okay. And guys, it was really crazy. Like, who does that? And he calls this guy and tell him, like, I found these things in your bedroom. And this guy was like, no, it's my friend who asked so that I should keep for her. Your friend in your room? And that was a red flag. Like, she noticed, like, things are not right. So, God is good and God is always showing us. So she decided to, like, to go to town that day, and thank God, okay, he has to meet this man. She meet this man with another lady. And on top of that, this man was even carrying the handbag for another lady. Meaning this guy was cheating on this girl, and this girl, like, she was out of words. Like, she just looked at him and she told me, I never wanted to do anything stupid to him. I know that I'm beautiful and deserve someone better. Someone's going to respect me, not someone who's just going around sleeping with different girls. Okay, so yeah, that's what happened to my friend. It was really sad. I felt so sad for her. But anyway, these things do happen. Not all people are good and not all people are honest, you know? Yeah, so I don't know, you guys. Have you ever been cheated on before, or maybe have you ever cheated someone? How was it, and how did the person when they found out react? Can we share the stories in the comment section? All I can say is a bye bye for now.